Oh, interesting matchup. All right, guys, we are underway here in round 2. Oh shit, this is close as hell. Round 2 of the tournament. Megalope, the upcoming contender. Versus Shadow Venom, longtime participant, longtime contender, but often picks lower tier gods and kind of sets himself up for failure in a lot of positions. I'd like to see how this one plays out. He's Guan Yu, who, as we know, is definitely not a top contender in this in an A tier and below tournament. Whether you're familiar with my tier list exactly or not, definitely Guan Yu not one of the better gods in Duel. But in this scenario, I mean, he might be able to do some stuff, maybe. Into an assassin, it's, you know, it's not like he's fighting a mage. I feel like mage would give him the hardest time here, because at least with an assassin, he can build some defense and he could, you know, try to bulk up and really deal damage back reliably. He's got the knockup immunity on his 3, but it's not really that relevant unless he's like retreating and he happens to use the 3 and to react instead of turning around to dodge her 3. I don't know. No, it's not really practical. But yeah, in general, the warriors against physicals have a little bit better time than against magicals, because the magicals, they can kite them so much better. They can kite while dealing damage, and they can just be, you know, utter annoyances. Whereas you can beef up on physical defense more efficiently and go into more of a hybrid build more comfortably as a warrior. As a warrior versus another physical. Fix this. Items. There we go. So right now, Miggy's definitely getting outpushed, that's for sure. Guan Yu has the advantage here because he's gone Hog, and because he has slightly better lane clear than her overall. So Shadow Venom, smartly though, running away with that, making sure that he controls these red buffs and controls the lane pressure at all times. Because of that, without a first blood, he actually leads by nearly 400 gold, and that's quite something at this stage in the game. Also, smartly going straight into what will probably be Breastplate of Valor. Excellent pickup against an assassin as a warrior to get that immediate defense online, because you already have natural, you know, natural strength in your early game. All warriors really do, or at least most warriors really do. So if he gets kill opportunity, you know, he's going to be able to really seize that, even without building into too much power. So better off to build into some defense so that he can stick around for longer and force more of those engagements. Whereas Miggy going straight for the Jotun's Wrath here. Both players trying to get that cooldown along with their, you know, their primary stats. And the pen for Miggy will mean a lot. Wow, that 3 just chunks, man, especially with the red buff online. Oh, that's big, but it's not going to be enough. Heals it up easily, and all it is actually is a blown ult from Megalope. Again, Shadow Venom just forcing these waves in. This is a little risky, though. I'm not sure that I like him going over here while she is around. Does she have her 1 up? Either way, he's going to have to ult out here. Or maybe he's just not going to fight him at all. Alright. He said he doesn't fuck with that. I'm not sure why. That's a little strange. He's going to allow him to just go and take his blue buff freely. Maybe he's not sure if he picked up his own blue buff and he thinks that he dropped the blue buff. I don't know. But yeah, weird. Weird that he would just let him walk by. I guess he just prioritized the wave and doesn't really have an opportunity here. He's definitely got to wait out his for his opportunities here, Miggy, because in the very early game, like I said, it's going to be a little bit rough with that hog and with that, you know, Guan Yu clear. But when he, you know, willingly walks past him like that, I'm surprised that he didn't at least try to poke.
I haven't been in the stream recently. I've been extremely busy. But I figured I could still support my favorite Smite streamer.
Yo, Blevjet, thank you so much for $5 and the very kind words. Thank you, man. I'd say late game Miggy has a big advantage here just because he can go auto attack more reliably. Auto attack assassin into a warrior almost always wins that. Unless it's like a Bologna, you know. Unless it's a warrior that has strong auto attack presence in their own, you know, in their own kit. Wow, but he's just getting shredded here. And you know, Shadow Venom wants to go in, but he's pretty tactful with his aggression. He never really, I don't see him over aggress too much. When he gets a lead, like he pressures with it like cleanly. He doesn't go too ham, and he's got those buff timers, you know, on lock, right over to them as soon as they spawn. Oh, he wants him here. He might be able to catch him. Is this 3 up? It is. There it is. Shadow Venom takes first blood. This would be a huge upset if he takes Miggy out. But of course, like I said, matchup is eventually going to kick in here. As soon as Miggy starts to get some auto attack online, along with that defense, things are going to get real rough for Shadow Venom. So he's got to amass a large lead before that happens. He went to Jotun's here, so he's got, you know, the full cooldown that he wants. And I hate the skin, by the way. I think it's like, ugh, it's gross. Why everybody likes it? It's like, what even is he? They're all just demonic robots. Dumb concept. Really smart pressure. Miggy's really struggling to get in there and get something going. Interesting to see that he's going into whatever this is. It might be a Midgardian anticipating the auto attack, which would be a really smart thing to do here. Sometimes I don't recognize to do that with warriors. I avoid this Iron Mail chain a lot. Like I would almost always go Nemean instead of Breastplate here. But a large reason I do that is to avoid going more health, because you're already, you know, pretty healthy as a warrior or a guardian. You know, you already have a pretty large health pool. So when you build into those items, you make yourself more susceptible to chin size, which, you know, Miggy I think will inevitably build here. So, you know, that's one way of looking at it, but it might not be enough to deter you from the item altogether when the item specifically, you know, fights back against auto attack so well. Oh, so some food for thought, definitely. Yeah, reason he wouldn't really want to go Witchblade here is because Guan Yu has such poor auto attack potential. So you don't get to utilize it that well. I like how Shadow Venom is actually like the 3 I think should be full clearing the wave there with the bluestone, but after he hits the wave with his 3, Shadow Venom heals it up before the bluestone can finish it off. And then he has to redo the whole thing. So really an interesting like soft counter here in the early to mid game. I wonder if he anticipated this god. I doubt it. I think Shadow Venom just likes Guan Yu in general. Yeah, now that he's got the defense online, a little bit of pen, Miggy is looking straight into some auto attack. It's tough because he's fighting from quite a deficit. Even though it's only 1 kill, the gold is monstrous. Well, the gold can't really be monstrous when you think about it. The gold deficit can be monstrous, right? I hate getting poked out like that. Even when I'm ahead, I hate it. People like, he's gonna do it again. I get so angry with that. And that's good for Miggy. He's getting back in his head. Even though he's ahead, he had just forced him to back 3 times now. And that's frustrating for anybody, no matter what stage of the game you're in. Maybe he can do a little bit with that. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to do anything, you know, directly with it. In terms of buffs, there's nothing up. He's going to have to return. And let's see if he goes into Executioner or Chin Size here first. He actually goes Mystical Mail here. And I would definitely assume that he'd go Mid-Guardian. But this is definitely an option. I mean, it's going to give him a lot more damage that Miggy can't really account for, because it is magical damage, right? Yeah. So you can't build against it. Definitely an underrated item from a lead. It's almost impossible to build into it when you're behind or even at even. But from this position of lead, it's gonna do a lot. And considering that he's Miggy going ham right now. Shadow Venom skirting around him. Oh, really good ultimate. Shadow Venom though. Oh, the tightest engagement ever. Are the creeps gonna kill him? No, just barely makes it out. Shadow Venom pushing up. I don't think anything's gonna happen here unless Shadow Venom is insane. It does. Bluestone takes it. And Miggy is pissed. God damn. Shadow Venom would love to regress into the Phoenix here. And he's got a little bit of time to do it. He's got a full wave, and Miggy's down for another 10 seconds. He's not going to do it. No. Alright, you know why? He's got hardly any mana, too, so it'd be a little rough. And no ultimate available, so the escape is not, you know, it's definitely not guaranteed. So I respect backing there, for sure. It's just unfortunate because you know you need to push the gas pedal there as quickly as possible before Miggy can really get that opportunity to come back online. And he does go Witchblade. So what I was saying, he definitely disagrees, my man. He said, he said, fuck that. Auto attack Guan Yu is legit. I just don't know that I agree with that, because now it's 1, 2, 3 defense items. And with the mystical and breastplate alone, I felt like he was strong, because now he's begging to be you know, beat down by Chins eventually. But I don't know. In the meantime, before that build really comes out, he's super strong. So. Yeah, with any other god, I would definitely, or not any other god, but with any auto attack warrior like an Osiris or Bellona, definitely would agree with the Witchblade. But here, yeah, that's the only reason I question it. But we'll see if he can make it work out. It was Executioner that Miggy picked up. He's so behind right now that going into Chins is also tough, just because he doesn't have the gold for it at all. And the extra pen will definitely help him out. But eventually Chins will be a huge help to him. Miggy doesn't have a hog, and Shadow Venom does, so this should be pretty free for him. There it is. And Miggy might actually be making a big mistake by following him here, especially with the sprint on the horse. Oh, very nice play by Megalope, though. Oh, wow, and the weakening as well. Shadow Venom taunting it up. He is feeling himself right now. Oh, I see. He was taunting. Actually, I think Miggy was taunting first under the Phoenix, and now Shadow Venom's taunting back. I can never tell who taunted first. I always get it wrong, and then players yell at me afterward. They're like, I taunted because he taunted. But it's important. It is important. It's like who threw the first punch, you know? You want to get it right. Because I taunt like crazy if somebody taunts me. But then if I get accused of being like a taunting asshole, I would definitely want it to be known that the other guy was the reason I was taunting. We all get so petty over Duel. Oh, it's not gonna be able to make it. Nope. Looked like he tried to heal him for the kill there. But yeah, Miggy really great usage of Suku there. Turns himself around just enough that he can still make it through that jump point over here during that escape. And that was beautiful. Going into one more pen item here. No lifesteal on the side of Miggy. So I'm guessing this is going to be a Titan's Bane. And that'll synergize pretty well with his Witchblade with the auto attack. Beat Stick is, however, pick up from Miggy, which is essential. Definitely something I overlooked earlier. I wasn't even considering how badly he needed this item to fight into the Guan Yu. Very important. That along with the Weakening. And the Sunder, I think these are the best pickups for him to counter build. Sunder for all those protections and the added burst that it gives him. Weakening, of course, for the heal and lockdown potential. And then the Beat Stick to regularly shut down the heal. Okay, Shadow Venom spam lasts the whole game. He did it in our game too. Rip. I feel like these tournaments broke Shadow Venom. Originally, he was so like kind-hearted and and all for fun alone, but now like he's been beaten so many times, and oh god, I don't think he's there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. It's there. He hogged him. He hogged him, but he doesn't have the 3. No. Oh my god. The Weakening comes out, but a sprint comes out for Shadow Venom. Oh my god. Yeah, he's just picked all of these like completely unviable gods over and over again and has been beaten into submission to the point where he hasn't actually succumbed to picking the higher tier gods in these tournaments. He still continues to play the lower tiers, but he spam taunts and he tries to kill you in game, out of game. He is ruthless. It is a Titan's Bane. The rounded out build here does look pretty good. But here comes the chin size from Miggy. And that, combined with the Executioner and the Beat Stick, could mean a lot. It's going to be up to Shadow Venom. Honestly, it's going to be up to Miggy to misplay here. Because I feel like at this stage in the game, it's Shadow Venom's, or it's going to be Miggy's game. Ironically, right? With the Phoenix down and the enemy aggressing into the Titan. Because look what he's got to do. He's got to try to aggress to the Titan without that much potential good. And he might still be able to get him. He makes it. That's it. That's it. Miggy just, I don't know. He tried to take out that creep wave, and I don't know if he needed to stay for as long as he did. But Shadow Venom had him in a really good spot because that Phoenix was coming back up, and Miggy wanted to be there to defend it. I think Miggy just needed to bide his time more, though. Let that Phoenix come up. It would have bought him enough time to allow for another wave to come in. Shadow Venom wouldn't have been able to take down the Titan alone as long as he kept, poking and retreating to the well. But with the pressure of the Hog and, his full kit up as well as his ultimate, that's definitely a tricky situation. Shadow Venom just put himself so far ahead throughout that game. It's great. Really great stuff. Excellent play. And fucking fantastic second round. Awesome.